Hello, we're back again. It's another week. It's Monday, the 3rd of February 2024. And we spoke about a number of scenarios that we expected opening of the market on Monday from the traditional markets. And now we would like to look at what has happened in terms of the impact of the announcements, just generally to the market, to all trading markets. So the general reaction across all asset classes was of interest. As we had said, we will see what the impact would be, but we knew that there will be an impact. How much of it would be, we didn't know. If you look at the cryptocurrencies side, Bitcoin saw significant declines, dropping to a 3-week low with prices around $91,400 and $19,089 before recovering slightly to $95,730.35. This was part of a broader sell-off where the crypto market experienced over $2.1 billion in liquidations, with Bitcoin and Ethereum particularly hard hit, losing 5% and nearly 25% respectively at their lowest point. The market cap of the global crypto market dropped nearly by 12%. US stocks market futures plunged, with the Dow futures down by 1.5%. The S&P 500 futures dropped by 1.9% and the Nasdaq futures down by 2.4%. This indicates a broad risk-off sentiment among investors expecting negative impacts from the tariffs on economic growth and company earnings. The US dollar strengthened against currencies of countries targeted by the tariffs, like the Canadian dollar and the Mexican peso, which both declined by about 1% against the US dollar. This reflects investor concerns about the potential for inflation and economic turmoil due to tariffs. That was the reaction of the Forex market. But then the broader market sentiment, the announcement led to increased market volatility, with investors and analysts expressing concerns about the rising inflation, potential trade wars, and the broader economic implications. There was also a sentiment that Trump's tariffs could lead to higher interest rates in the US, affecting global trade and investment patterns. Analysts noted that while some viewed the market reaction as overblown, the immediate response was one of caution, with investors moving towards perceived safer assets or adjusting their portfolios in anticipation of economic uncertainty. This was also a discussion of the possibility of these tariffs being part of the negotiation strategy, potentially leading to the eventual removal if certain conditions are met by the affected parties. And really, that was the reaction of the market. But we spoke about it yesterday. We spoke about it on Saturday, that there was going to be a reaction in the market. So none of these things that have happened are new to us. It's what we had expected. So what are the things that are going to take place this week in crypto? I think it's important for us just to note some of the important ones. For example, on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, the jobs openings data will be published. The ADP non-farm employment report on Wednesday, and on Friday, the January jobs report will come out. And there's an expectation that this week, 20% of the S&P 500 companies will release their earnings. On the crypto side, AI Agent Hackathon is going to kick off tomorrow, 4th of Feb. And the inaugural Ondo Summit begins on the 6th with the expectation of major announcements. So that one is important for us to watch after. And then the new Thesters and DFAI project, the Hey Anon, will be launching on February the 7th. And the Better Chains mainnet is rumored to go live this week, so expect it to go live. And anybody that's on Jupiter, part of the Solana ecosystem, Jupiter is going to activate the JUP buyback mechanism, allocating 50% of protocol fees for buybacks. And as far as Thor Chain is concerned, they are proposing to replace the defaulted debt with the new token DCY. So this is big. We will see what will happen to the Thor chain. So those are the events that I have for this week. But an important event that is going to take place tomorrow is in Washington, D.C. For those that are in the U.S., President Trump's White House and crypto, as David Sachs, we spoke about him, the Senate Banking Committee Chair Tim Scott, Senate Agriculture Committee Chairman John Boozman, House Financial Services Committee Chairman French Hill, House Agriculture Committee Chairman, G.T. Thompson. They will host a press conference on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, at 2:30 ET, Eastern Time, to discuss how President Trump's administration and Congress will work together to secure America as a leader in digital asset ecosystem. So it's very important for those that will be able to attend. It will be in the Senate office in 538 Dixon Senate Office Building. So those that will be able to go in, or maybe if it is going to be broadcast live, it would be an opportunity for people to stay glued on that. It will give the idea of how these bodies will work with one another, which is the executives, David Sachs, as well as the Senate and the Congress chairpersons of very important committees that will be dealing with the new approach from the Trump administration on the digital currency, cryptocurrency, or the artificial intelligence. As we know, David Sachs has an overall responsibility on the cryptocurrency, digital assets, as well as the AIs from President Trump's administration. So he's the person that is leading that. And therefore, he'll be talking with the chairpersons of the Congress portfolio committees or subcommittees that are dealing with agriculture, financial services, as well as the Senate. So that one is important. That's all that I have for today. The market is retracing in terms of the crypto market. It's been one of those days where there are a lot of changes that are taking place. As I gave the assessment earlier on in terms of what has happened to the crypto market, I'd love to just take you through now and share with you what has happened in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin is sitting at $98,793.22, and that is a drop of 0.05% in the last hours. And Ethereum has gone down in the last 24 hours by about 11%. It's sitting now at 2,696. The XRP went down by 4%. It's sitting at $2.65. Solana is sitting at $207.52. Went down by 0.6%. And Cardano is sitting at 77 cents. It went down by 9.8%. If we look at Doge is sitting at 27 cents. It went down by 6.33%. If we look at the market cap for the crypto industry, the market cap is sitting at $3.3 trillion US. It went down by 5.6% in the past 24 hours. And the volume traded in the past 24 hours has been $133 billion. It's up by 30%. Bitcoin dominance is at 59%. Ethereum dominance is at 11%. The fear and greed is sitting at 47. It's neutral. The traders know what the fear and greed is sitting at that point, what it means. I wish you all the best. Please do make comments about subjects that you want us to touch on so that we make sure we remain relevant. But please do follow what is taking place in your market, and also just be cautious of the tariffs that are coming through. So we know that there is negotiations taking place between these three countries. It would appear that Mexico is the enactment of its tariffs by a month, but we don't know. This is a moving target. Things are changing at every twist and turn. So by the end of this week, we will see where we're at, which tariffs came into being on Tuesday, because it was planned to be on Tuesday that the U.S. tariffs will kick in against Canada, Mexico, and China. And we will then see in the negotiations that have ensued since the announcement what will be the final decision and what will be enacted tomorrow in terms of the tariffs. And therefore, we can talk about the sentiment in the market and what the impact has been. Wish you all the best. Please always follow these macro because they are key for you. They are important for you to follow. It gives you an ability for you to have an understanding about where the market is at. Thank you very much. Don't forget the events this week to follow them up and see if you could take advantage on trades. Thank you very much. Cheers then. Bye.